You looking for a new all-around lens? Well, I'm going to tell you about the one I use all the time for everything I do, because that's what's next. So I wanted to take a few minutes today to talk about my Sigma 17 to 50 2.8 lens. And it's on my Nikon D7000 camera, which is about a 7-year-old camera. It's an all-around lens and I love it. But first, hi, I'm Jeff and this is my life with cameras. And what I try to do on this channel is inspire knowledge through experiences. So it sounds like something you like. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe button over there. And I think I'm about to hit 500 subscribers. So let's talk about this Sigma 17 to 50, and it's equivalent on a full frame camera, which I do have a full frame. I have a Nikon D610 full frame camera, and on that camera this would be the equivalent of about a 24 to 70. But on a crop sensor like this camera, 6-year-old Nikon D7000, it's 17 to 50, but it still has a 2.8 aperture. I love this lens. This lens is only $350. I'm gonna link it in the descriptions below. You can also look at the body because it's a 16.2 megapixel body, 6 years old, and it still works fantastic. Great colors. I've loved this camera ever since the day I had it. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. Now let me explain to you why this is such a good lens for what I do. During the day, I work for Motor City LA. We sell cars and I have to do all the sell shots for the cars to put on the website. This camera allows me to be wide enough so that when I want to shoot really cool interior shots on the inside of a car, I can get the whole interior. And when I want to shoot the exterior shots from a little bit farther away so that I can drop out the background a little bit, I can do that. The f2.8 aperture, that it's steady across, it can help you shoot inside the cars, whether it's dark or low light. It still has the capabilities of pulling that out with an f2.8. It also lets you do little detail shots and really blow the background out of focus, and it'll make the little background shots look good and the detail shots look great. Then what's bonus is I create videos like this one, and I am shooting on the Nikon D7000 right now with the Sigma lens, and it's wide enough. I'm in at about 35 millimeters, and I'm shooting where you can blow the background out a little bit and soften that for all-around usage thing. I have been to huge events like SEMA and all of these other car events and the Pennzoil 400, and when I'm walking around, I can almost guarantee this is the lens I have on. Every other lens I use is specialty for maybe 25% of my work. This lens is 75% of my work, and this is a $350 lens. The images that I'm creating are going to be for online viewing, for on a mobile phone, for on thumbnails, in my pictures for this YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel, Bayou Garage. And if you want to check out the other YouTube channel, Bayou Garage, put the link up here. I've also used this for head and shoulder portrait shots, for live action events like doing weddings and other things. It's a great lens for all of those usage. It's basically my go-to lens. This lens is actually a few years old. Sigma's lenses are great. If you're a Nikon, Canon, Sony, they make lenses for all of those brands and all of those bodies, and they're not quite as expensive as the name brands, you know, the Nikons, the Sonys, the Canons. So it gives you a little more playroom, because I believe that what's most important about a lens is, you know, having that 2.8 is where it really helps to do things. It's not about, you know, yeah, the quality of the other lens may be sharper, may be better. It may not vignette on the sides as much. There may be little downfalls. But when you're talking about $1,500 versus $350, some of those downfalls are very acceptable. So if you're looking for a great all-around lens to get started with, a lens that'll last you a long time and help you do a lot of different things, starting off with a 17 to 50 or 24 to 70 lens, I think is the best way to go for covering pretty much most of your basics. And let me give you a hint. You don't always have to have the brand new best body out there. There's ways to get around and make incredible work with some of these older cameras that 5 years ago or 3 years ago, the whole world was ablaze talking about how amazing this camera was. And 3 years later, oh no, that's just a used old camera, nobody cares. But you can go on eBay or you can go on Amazon and you can grab one of these used bodies for $200 or $300 now, and buy the lens for $200 or $300 now, and you're in it for $600, and you can really create some amazing things. Because you know what? The same photographers are making amazing things today made amazing things 5 years ago with whatever camera they had then. So it's not always the technology, it's the person creating it. So keep at it, keep taking pictures. The more pictures you take, the more experiences you have, the more knowledge you'll gain, and the more we can all inspire each other. So go ahead and stick with me and subscribe to the channel if you like what you're seeing here, and watch a few other videos. But you know what? I have a lot of stuff coming out in the future. We're going to talk about every piece of gear I own. We're going to talk about everything I do, and I'm going to try to bring it all to you. But for now, I got to find out what's next. So thanks for watching the video.